Oh man, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. I'm your host, Newt. Man, I knew of this movie, but I got this constantly in my brain confused with the third film. There's four. Well, if you don't, the TV show I think had a pilot movie. If you don't count that, there's actually four Crow films. But technically, it's if you include that, I think the TV show had a pilot film. I'm pretty sure. If it did, that makes it five. But four that nobody remembers the TV show. The TV show is one of them I'm really surprised not showed up on like a streaming service and people hadn't rediscovered it. What this is the Crow Worker Prayer. It's the fourth film in this run. This is based on, if I remember right, like the fifth novel. They had like the original novels based around the Crow concept, not written by James O'Barr. This is based on that. What I was thinking was this was the one I remember. I thought this is the one with Kirsten Dunst, which is like 99, 2000, 2001-ish. This is like 2000 and... I don't see an actual year. This is definitely an extra rental. Okay, real simple. Y'all know the Crow concept. Somebody dies with unfulfilled thing. Crow brings back to life. You get their revenge. Well, in this one, you got Ed Furlong, who's just gotten out of jail for something. I can't remember what. He's living right outside of like a reservation, right inside of an Indian reservation. And he's going to meet up with his woman. And this gang are just assholes, which is David Boreanaz, Angel from Buffy. Tara Reid, who's kind of like his woman, the magic woman. Tito Ortiz is one of his flunkies. There's another flunky come. And they're like war, famine, and death, blah, blah, blah. That's their names. They come and kill Furlong and all this stuff. He comes back as Crow and wants to get his revenge. The thing about this one is okay, Furlong is actually not bad. You're thinking, oh man, Ed Furlong, this is before you get really fat, bloated Ed Furlong, You're Ed Furlong when he's looking like, Devon Sawa in Devil's Den, or, Corey Haim in that Lost Boys sequel. No, Corey Haim. I always get two Corys mixed up in my brain. He's still looking like, T2 Ed Furlong anymore. This movie, God. You want it, like, I'm watching going, okay, it's so over the top, you want it to be great. But what's really hurting it is, I don't know if it's the actors playing all the lead villains did not give a fuck, which could be, or if the script was bad, or if it's a combo of both. I'm not really sure, because like some lines are good and some are really bad. And like there's a couple lines that are delivered badly. It's hard to explain. Oh, Tara Reid especially. Oh, God. Like towards the end there, she wants to make sure she gets boned and impregnated by David Boreanaz's death before like the sun rises at this burial ground. That's all she's talking about for like, feels like 20 minutes of the movie at the end. And you're like, God, this is just not great. They're doing a reboot right now. Everything I'm hearing, this kind of killed the franchise, which how many people even really remember that there's, more than one Crow film? Okay, a few people remember the second one. City Angels actually plays in theaters. The third one, which is Salvation. And I've seen like writings in various places claiming that this is a sequel to Salvation, kind of like how City Angels is a sequel to the original. And my whole thing is, I saw Salvation one time whenever it came out on home video. All I remember is Kirsten Dunst is in it. That's all I really remember about the movie. I don't own it, so I don't know on that end. And why would you have a Crow sequel? I mean, why would you have it connected? It don't make sense besides just the Crow. I mean, is that the connection? If it is, then I want to connect it. All right, so real quick, I'll start with that. How many people were in a TV show? The Crow City of Eight, was it? Stairway to Heaven. It was like syndicated, hour-long superhero adventure style thing with Mark Dacascos as the Crow. Yeah, that's what I figured. It comes after the first film. It's interesting. It's interesting. with this, man. Now, I paid 50 cents for this. I actually checked. I looked at my list. I paid 50 cents. It was worth my 50 cents because it's so over the top. I'll probably watch it. And here's the thing. This thing is loaded with extras. Like for the fourth film, like the final one in this franchise. And this is coming out from, let's see, who put this out? Dimension. Okay, that makes sense then. Dimension put this out whatever year it came. Okay. Tara Reid, America Pie, my boss's daughter, David Boreanaz's TV's Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, and Edward Furlong, Terminator 2, American History X, star in the latest chilling chapter of The Crow, Wicked Prayer, an epic tale of death, revenge, and redemption. Just as ex-con Jimmy Cuervo, which I think means crow, if I remember. My Spanish ain't great. Furlong tries to straighten out his life. He and his girlfriend Lily are really murdering a satanic ritual by a renegade biker gang. Yeah, Lily gets her eyes plucked out by Tara Reid. Perry Sam and Cuervo rises from the dead with the power of the Crow to avenge Lily's death and reunite with her in the afterlife. Also starring Dennis Hopper, Danny Trejo, and recording star Macy Gray. I forgot about Macy Gray. Yeah, Macy Gray shows up in this. It's like, they're like, okay. Already you got Tara Reid, Ed Furlong, and David Boreanaz. So you're like, okay, this is a weird cast. And then they're like, hey, here is, Dennis Hopper. And it's like, he still thinks he's on the set of Blue Velvet. It really is. It's like, what the hell? And for a few seconds, I think he thinks he's on the set of Super Mario Bros. And then, Danny Trejo just shows up a couple of different times. And I forgot about Macy Gray. Oh, God. And I just watched this way earlier today, like about 12 hours ago. I paid 50 cents. It's worth the 50 cents. That's the price of a rental. Cheaper than a rental. And I'm going to hold on to it because I don't know if this has got a Blu-ray release. And like I said, so many extra. There's 4 commentaries. There's all kinds of deleted scenes. All this shit. I've listened to one commentary. I watched it and I put it back on with the commentary and listened. The commentary basically edited for a long time. It wasn't bad. It wasn't done great. This is not an original case. I'm fairly sure. I mean, this really looks like to me. It looks like it's in a rental case. So it's probably an extra rental, but the disc was in good shape. If it was an extra rental, it did not get rented a lot. And is there a year on this? I do not see. Who owns Dimension now? Like, who owns all the Dimension stuff? Because that was Miramax. Is it Paramount? It's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad. It's nothing amazing. But it wasn't bad for what I paid. So, hey, check it out. Did you know there was a 4th Crow film? If you did, anybody else out there seen this? I posted it the day I watched this, which will be way, way long by the time this video comes up. I posted on Facebook on my main account about watching this, and one friend of mine was like, yeah, she goes, I tried, and the villains were just so bad, she goes, I barely made it through. And then another friend's like, yeah, I couldn't make it through. So anybody actually finishes? Who knows? Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.